Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to warn everybody a second time that I am going to be tackling the truly disgusting subject of rape in the context of this film and its story, given that that is what the movie centers itself around. It may be quite a distressing or upsetting subject matter for some people, and that's completely okay. Please don't watch the video if you don't want to hear me discussing how this film tackles this subject. This is Kier's Reviews, and this is my review of Promising Young Woman.
I'm a nice guy.
Are you?
I thought we had a connection, I guess.
A connection? Okay. What do I do for a living? Sorry, maybe that one's too hard. How old am I? What's my name?
Promising Young Woman is not an easy film to get through and is really not for people that are under the age of 16 or so, because the subject of rape is very upsetting for anybody to have to sit through. For a movie centered around getting revenge on men who took advantage of drunk women, I found certain sequences of this movie really upsetting to watch, and a lot is actually left to the imagination of the viewer. It's a gripping thriller that never lets up with such a chilling yet interesting performance from Carey Mulligan, but it's an infuriating story to follow, as each accountable victim that Mulligan's character Cassie takes out her conniving revenge on, stylized as chapters, each supporting character has a different connection and reason for why this woman is so hell-bent on defending her friend's rape from way back in the past. It seems as if no one remembers the event happening at all, and that it had been simply swept under the rug and forgotten. Everyone had forgotten about it except for Mulligan's character. So to see her exact revenge upon those who she felt were guilty in some way makes the story itself more appealing and her performance ultimately so much more entertaining.
I think you gave me a fake number the other day.
It doesn't sound like me.
I know. So I spent a few hours composing a very witty, very romantic text, and then I sent that text to an oil rig worker called Red.
Was he into it?
Surprisingly into it. It was immediately inappropriate, but it's not going to work out because of the oil rig.
Given that Promising Young Woman tackles the subject of rape and sexual assault, some scenes take a dive into becoming quite serious tonally. I'm really surprised at how the movie itself didn't have to be graphic and have any scenes of that nature, because this tactic actually really got under my skin. Having to infer through lines of dialogue and then visualize it in my own imagination gave me a real sickening feeling. The impact of this film is here, and it hits right where it wants to, but it doesn't dismiss the fact that it's not a film that I'd go back and revisit specifically because of that feeling that I had whilst watching it the first time.
It was years ago.
What would you say? What would you say?
I feel a little weird.
Would you roll your eyes behind her back and dismiss the whole thing as drama?
I don't know why you're mad at me. Okay, I'm not the only one who didn't believe it. If you have a reputation for sleeping around, then maybe people aren't going to believe you when you say something's happened. I mean...
However, I had one massive problem with this film, and that was with the entire final 10 minutes. The ending made me feel like everything any of the characters in the movie did was for nothing, and it honestly felt like a real spit in the face for the audience after getting invested into the characters' story arcs and chemistry for an hour and a half. Very rarely have I come across a nearly perfect movie that's only letdown was a terrible ending. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody wanting to go see this movie soon, but truly, it's one of the worst endings I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe you remember Alexander Monroe?
Oh, yes, Alexander Monroe. He actually just came back and gave a talk here. Oh, he's a really nice guy, really smart. Are you a friend of his?
No. So you don't remember the accusations made against Al Monroe?
I don't.
He took a girl, Nina Fisher, the one you don't remember, back to his room
Promising Young Woman is truly an incredible movie that held my interest even though I felt uncomfortable and was on edge the entire time, maybe even holding my breath in some sequences. Carey Mulligan was perfect in the titular role, given the audience a strong and memorable performance. Even though I won't revisit this film for quite a while, I'm glad I watched it and saw the vengeful journey of this lead character. However, I can't dismiss an awfully written ending, so I'm going to give Promising Young Woman a solid 9 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Are you going to see Promising Young Woman? Let me know below. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to see even more, check out my channel and be sure to have a look at my top 10 favourite films of 2020, as well as my previous review of Wonder Woman 1984. As always, be sure to follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This has been Kia's Reviews, signing off for now.